again. It's your boy Henry Alex from Gemini FX. Let me write that down. Gemini FX. Gemini FX. Gemini FX. Search that up, and you know who we are. We are really good traders. Really good traders. And today I'm gonna show you a trade recap on the GBPJPY that we took today. So basically I just want to start from the higher time frame so that I can show you how I got my bias and stuff. So basically let's start from the 1 week. So from the 1 week, what do we see? Starting from afar, we see this test of structure, this test of this area, point of area, then we see this change of character, and then we actually see this test again, because if you look at this cleanly, let me do that to you. Let me zoom that. We had this change of character right here, right there, this change of character right there, and the market came to test this level here so that it will give a counter trend because we had a straight push down there, and we've just come from testing this level, and we're in a very good decision area, which is this level, whereby the market will either look to close above or correct again. So obviously we know that the bullish trend here in this case is just a correction. So because we have this impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse, correction. In other words, impulse and correction. Look at this. It only needed two weekly candles to close out this whole move of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bullish candles. And here you see that bullish candles are 1, 2, 3, 4 to close out just one. So obviously this is an impulse, this is a correction. Also, impulse and corrections means just the main trend and the counter trend. Impulse, then the correction, impulse, then the correction, impulse, and the correction. Yeah, just like that. So we come to the daily time frame. It's a really quick analysis, bro. I know we have just come from test the structure. Why? Because we had this push and we know that we need to test the structure so that we can give counter trend. On my side, I just decided to think maybe this one was a liquidity. I just thought maybe that was gonna be liquidity, and from Tuesday I thought maybe we were gonna break there, and Tuesday wasn't showing anything, but I'll show you how we changed our bias. And I knew that I was thinking two things. I was thinking this level could just act as a liquidity for lower prices because this area is really strong, and because maybe we haven't also created a new low. Maybe, okay, let me just make this clear for you. I don't want to complicate. Because we're coming from testing this level here, I thought this was going to be liquidity and we could sweep for lower prices so that we can break above, but that wasn't the case, as you can see. So because it holds, I feel like it's gonna break this and come to test maybe this week, and then it could show another movement, but I don't want to call price that way. So yeah, let's just go to 4 hour, and in the 4 hour, what do we see? Because I usually open the charts at 9 a.m. so I'm gonna show you that at 9 a.m. Eastern time. So I marked this as a liquidity, but on this 4 hour time frame, this was actually a correction trend. Then we had this sort of bullish trend, and then this is just a correction, but we had a body to body closure but no week to week closure. And from our methodology, that's why you need to buy the cause. You need to know why body to body closure, then week actually changes everything. and gives us the idea that we are going to break this level either way. Either way, we're gonna break this level. I swear to God, we're gonna break this level. And you need to know that. What the? Why is my... Oh my God. Why is it on Zoom? Oh shit. Sorry guys, let me just fix this for a moment. Okay, so all of that now is fixed. So let me show you how we took the trade. From the 4 we actually see that this level will hold it, and then we had this push. So once I see this saw, I know that on the lower time frame it has actually changed the character. And if change character happens, we only know one thing, that if change of character happens even on the 4, we know that we're gonna test a fair value gap. And in this case, so I can mark this because this is not a true. Okay, let me just show you the change of character on the lower time frame. But you know, from years of trading, I know, like, if I look at candles, I just know that the market on the lower time frame has changed the character. So actually the change of character you see on the 1 hour time frame. Let me just put this on 9 a.m. because 9 a.m. is when I open charts on Eastern African time. 9 a.m. Eastern African time. 9 a.m. Eastern African time. Let me emphasize on that. So this is a change of character. And yeah, where was the fair value gap? Yep, right there. Just right there is where price actually wasn't sufficient, and it tapped and it moved. So just marking this again, we had this other break, and after this break my thinking was like, we had this other bullish, let me just, I call this bullish eyeballs because it's an interest structure. It's a bullish eyeballs, bullish intra break of structure. So my thinking was that we've just broken this structure, maybe we'll look to take trades below here. And I was actually looking at, if you look at the 4 very well, the most likely area to take a trade from our methodology is actually here, and we do mark this as a 4 level. So if I go to the 15-minute, my thinking was like we need to establish a bearish trend for this area to be more likely valuable to us. We need to establish a bearish trend. But one of the confirmation that I got was that the failure of the bearish trend to be confirmed, because the bearish trend wasn't confirmed. Why? First things first, we failed to close below. Also, I saw this 15-minute level. I knew that this was gonna hold price, and we just merely touched there. It missed it. It's alright though, it's okay, it's part of trading. And after that, when I opened the chart, I was simply looking at the first 30 minutes after for 9 a.m. because 9 a.m. is like Frankfurt session, which people mostly ignore, but Euro is actually in Frankfurt. And this is GBP, I know, but the volume usually starts from 9 a.m. up to 10 a.m. Eastern African time, where 10 a.m. is actually the London session, the real London session open. And we saw this break above, and after this break above, this is another bullish eyeballs, but on the 15 minutes, so don't mix that up. This is on the 50 minute. So after this bullish eyeballs, I said to myself, market will come and take trades here, and this is where I will execute my trade. and if I execute my trade right here, my stop loss will probably just be below here, just below here. So I set my stop loss, so that's a 12 pip stop loss, and my target was actually something I saw on the 4-hour time frame. Let me just show you why. Because actually the level that I'm taking the trade is actually on the 15-minute. The 15-minute and the 4-hour traders, you all know the 15 and the 4-hour. The 4-hour is much strong, so I was simply thinking maybe the market will come here and reverse because I've seen this kind of pattern happen, and yeah, so I just thought to myself maybe the market will come here and reverse, but it didn't. Well, that's the beauty of it. I already exited and I was done for the day. So on the 15-minute, bullish eyeballs confirmation, the market hold this level, was a really simple trade. I don't want to go to the lower time frame to show you one of my confirmation, but okay, let me just show you how you could have confirmed this. How you could have confirmed this was really easy. Because I've already marked that level. Do not refine it. I swear to God, do not refine it. If you've marked the 15-minute level, do not refine it, because 15-minute level is the last accurate level. If you want to refine it for tighter stop loss, man, your entries will, okay, there will be some that will be executed, but most of them I don't think they will be executed, because you're just trying to have that sniper entry, which is just mad. Of course, it's just mad. So yeah, so the first way you could have confirmed this, because you could have used kind of patterns whereby you could have confirmed this. We tapped in and then we had this bullish engulfment with this sort of liquidity sweep. So you could have entered right here and set your stop loss just below there. Still the same thing, but the pips reduce. It's now 43 pips, but it's still alright. 43 pips are actually so many pips in terms of lot size. I mean, if you go with the one lot size, that's almost 330 USD, I guess, something like that. I don't know, you should calculate that. But on my side, I just set a limit order because why? Because I knew that the market will not break this level, so I just said to myself, well, if it doesn't get executed, then it's fine, I'll look for other trades, and if it does, well, yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of trusting yourself. I mean, don't think too much, what if I'm wrong? Think about, what if I'm right? And I was right in this case. And yeah, so the trade was well taken. I have so many other entry models that could have entry ways that you could have entered this. I don't encourage people to go down to 5 minutes or 1 minute. So many other ways you could have done this. So many other ways. As you can see here, we had this change of character right there, and we had this straight push. Could have just looked to take a trade on this fair value gap right here, put your stop loss down there if you wanted a really marginal stop loss. And I know why I have used a fair value gap down here, because you could have set a limit order right there, and you want that tight stop loss, then you could have put down there. How many pips is that? Let's see, how many pips is that? 3.7 pips. That's what you want. I know that's what you want. And I can teach you that if you join us at Gaming FX. We have the best trading course that you could get in your career, man. I want you to be the best trader. We offer at a really cheap price, but price is subjected to change because Gaming FX is on the rise, and you don't want to come back to this video and look at it and say, man, he was right, and you're gonna buy the course at a premium. Come right now. Seats are not really available because most people are coming to us, but seats are available. Just come. We have the best cause. I think we have the best cause. I do think that way. Yeah, I'm not being egotistical, but I think we're that good. So yeah, that was a really beautiful trade. Yeah, so on to the next day, but tomorrow is Friday. We don't really take trades on Friday. So if God grants us the wish to live longer and wake up on Monday, we'll go again on Monday. Thank you, mate. Thank you for listening to me. Cheers. Bye. Hopefully you enjoyed that video and you'll be back for more soon. So Gaming FX, new in town, best in business, I guess. No, we're not best in business, I guess. We are the best in business. So Gaming FX offers various courses, trading courses if you are a person who aspires to be a trader in the next few years. We can do that in just 3 months, and it's a guarantee you're gonna be profitable. And we have the following plans if you're interested: a one-on-one session with our very own gurus, the master of course Sancho. That's 150k Tanzanian shillings. And also we have group learnings which cost 75k Tanzanian shillings. Also we have signals whereby it's 30k monthly, 10k weekly. But these prices are subjected to change because the market also varies, so do we. This is just an open and welcome promo for all of you who are interested, and hopefully you can DM us. You know where you know what to search on IG. You can search Gaming FX and DM them. They are really quick to answer, and you can be on the next flight to Dubai in a few years and have views like this. I don't know if this is a flight to Dubai actually, but I don't know if this is a view to Dubai. I don't know, but you can actually be in flights like this. I got